Hi, this is Johnny. I have a request. Somebody asked me that they have a 3-button arcade, uh, either Ninja Turtle or I guess NBA Jam. They have 3-button controller. The other two is the better one to get. I went and ordered another one, Marvel versus Capcom. Right now, Target.com is having it for $149. Even the little small mini bunk table it's also 149 instead of 200 or something like that, or 179. So right now is a good time to go buy a arcade cabinet on Target.com. So if you are interested, you might want to go do that. Now they want me to configure it to see if I could get the button working without the extra stuff plugged in here. So right now, only thing I have right now is just a USB flash drive plugged directly to the console. So I don't have the hub or anything. Just this thing is plugged in. Now, like I was saying to people, let me try it on my own to make sure what I'm telling you is correct, because I've been using with the 6-button controller. So first thing you do, you have to go to the game setting, and if you already have this set up, you want to delete this one, okay? And so you kind of want to do it twice. So let's do this one, then we go back, do this one, then we go back that one, just for people who already have this configured, how to get rid of the start and select configuration. So we press the not to jump, the attack button, which is the second button below it. Can you guys see that? Let me zoom back out a little bit. So you're gonna press this button to select. So what we're gonna do is set up the game controller. Okay, we're not. Yeah, we could update the game list because I just added some game into it. If you add any game to it, you could do upgrade game list. So you will go look for the game that you just added, and you have to also add it to the game list. If you put it in a different location, you cannot script with this. Not script. Okay. So first we have to get the start button to work. We're gonna go to the second one, control settings. So let's zoom this in, and so we could get it set up first, and then we can. So we're gonna press A, and we're gonna remap the controller. Okay. So I say, are you sure? Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is this one first on the right side. Okay. And the reason we want to do the right side is because we want to delete whatever is configured here, making sure that the start and select are not set up. Mine is already not set up, but I'm going to do that just for so you're going to press the attack button, hold it, and then it's going to do this one. So just for people who have already configured it, if you never configure it, it's brand new, then you need to do this one first. You do this one, then you do the second one. But let's just pretend you already had something configured. So let's go ahead and delete everything from here, and then we're gonna do it 3 times. 1 on the second one. I mean 2 on the second. We're gonna do it twice here, 1 time here. Okay. So we're gonna do down, left, right, and then we're gonna have a start button. But this one we want to get rid of both of them. We don't want no start button, no select, no nothing. Okay. And we're just gonna leave it blank. So we're just gonna, in order to, you cannot press any, if you push any button, it's automatically gonna take it. So you're gonna use this because you already assigned a button for this. So you already mapped this away. So we're gonna use the down button, and then that will skip the start button, and that will also skip the select button. Now we could use the A button, which would be the jump, A, and then we're gonna do the attack for. So we're gonna go back in, so you can see we have actually skipped both the start and select on this one. Then we're gonna press the attack, which is the B button, and then we don't have an X and Y, so you could continue pressing the button to skip all this. hold all this until you get to the hotkey. And this one, we also going to skip hotkey because this is not going to be the main one during the selection. So we're going to skip everything. Okay. Okay. Ooh, assign that as a hotkey. Which one is the hotkey? That's going to be star and select. So let's use this one as a select. So to get rid of that, you have to press the attack button. Okay. And then we're going to press the attack button to put it back to press any key, and we're going to go ahead and press this as a hotkey. Okay, button number 9. All right. We actually could do all this, so you don't have to do it twice. Let's go back up. Okay. So this is going to be the star button, and this is going to be the select. Okay. But when you come here on the second controller, you only want the star button. You don't want select. You want to leave the select off. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and press. No, we cannot assign it. We have to assign it this one first before we assign this. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave everything alone. Okay, we're going to press attack, which is the second button, and now we're going to go back to this one. Okay, so this is hard to zoom in and show you the button as well. So we're gonna do control mapping again, which is, let's look at it, control mapping, and we're gonna press the A button. We're gonna press the A button again, say OK to change it, and it say press hold the key till it changes. So we're gonna hold and recognize the key. Now it's going to the second screen. So when we go to this screen, we look at the button. Now we're gonna go up with the joystick, down, left, right, and now it's saying the star and select. Okay, star, we're going to use the controller 1 here, star. Okay, the select button, we're going to use the control 2. Now this is have a new .js file that you need to download. Okay, and I'll put the link as well in case you didn't get it from the other video I did. I already did this video with I already gave you the link to download this, but in case you did not see that video, you could go and just download. You could get it from this on the video description. So you're gonna press this one as a select button. Okay, now this is only work inside the game. Your select button will not work anymore after this. Okay, so that's the bummer. Okay, there's no select button because there's only 3 buttons. So the select button, it will not, not gonna miss it because you never have it, because it's a 3 button thing. But if you have the 6 button, then you will definitely know what's the difference between the star and the select in the main front end screen. Okay, so now I want you to press A, which I'm going to use the jump. B is going to use the attack, and then you have the X and Y, and that is where you're just going to hold any button, just skipping it. Now this is for people who never set this up. You want to do this, okay? Now your hotkey will be the same button as this controller here. Okay, so we are going to use this one because we use this one as a select. So we're going to use this one as a hotkey as well to get out of the game. Okay, then we're going to do OK. All right, so now we're going to go back and reconfigure this. And this one, we only going to configure the star button and not the select button. Okay, so we're going to press A, and we're going to ask you, are you sure? We're going to press OK. I know it's kind of confusing, but if you never configure this one, then you could just do this one and do this video starting from here. Like this is the first one, this is the second one. Okay, you don't have to do the one that you just saw. Okay, but that because the reason we did that was to remove the setup, to leave the start and select empty. Okay, so now we are ready to do the second controller. Okay, so the second controller is say up. I'm going to do up, down, left, right. Now the start button would be this one, the start button. Okay, the one on top say start button. So we are going to use that one as a start button for start. So start button. Select, do not do anything for second controller, okay? Because this is going to be the main controller that's going to do the start and select. So leave this one off. So to leave it off, we're going to press up. Press down to. It says already taken. Hold it, and then you will go to the next one. Now you're going to do the A, which is this one, the A. And then the B will be this one, B, this button. And then the rest of them, you're just going to skip by just holding the button and just skipping everything. In order to skip this one, you do have to assign a select button, which we are still going to use this button as a hotkey as well. No, we cannot use a hotkey. Now I kind of a little bit confused myself. How do we skip this one? We cannot really skip it. You will have to select something. So we're still going to use this one as a select key. Okay. All right. Then we do OK. The attack button. All right, we finished. So we're gonna press the jump to get out the whole thing, and okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and try to play Ninja Turtle and see if everything still good. Go into the button. Now, since we don't have the select button, we cannot jump. We cannot skip to. We cannot go to Ninja Turtle. We cannot go to the T because there's no select. Let me get out. Press B. So in other words, if I press this controller as the select button, it's still the same screen as this one. So you say game setting. Okay, so if I press, let's turn it off. Okay, if I press this button, it still say game setting and then control mapping. This is the same button as this one because this front end is missing a button here. So the team encoder, they fixed the game button, the start and select, but they did not fix the main start and select button. So what I really recommend is use the USB port and put a new control card in here and change this to the control card and drill another button here. Okay, you will be very happy to have two buttons with a USB 1 and USB 2. Okay, just don't use this two controller. And I think the main stock firmware will work too because they use the USB port as well. Okay, that is my suggestion. All right, so let's get out the start and select so we can. Hi, it's Johnny. I was trying to configure the controller, which I did, and I just realized my USB flash drive is dead again, meaning that everything on it is kiss bye-bye. So what I'm gonna do now is pretty much redo the whole thing again, and this time probably just transfer some files instead of a lot of files. Okay, so when you download everything, you will have Ninja Turtle, NBA Jam, and Mortal Kombat and Marvel Superhero. So I have the Ninja Turtle one. So I'm gonna go into the Ninja Turtle one and run this program. Now before I run it, just let you see This is my mystery flash drive, okay, and it looked fine. There's look like there's no error or anything. Okay, it's not even compressed, and I still have 392 gigabyte. So I still have a lot of space, but for some strange reason, uh, it boot up to it, but it doesn't recognize it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy this file back here so I can use the controller. This is the new dash shine 2.js, which allow you to able to uh, use the second controller as your select button. Okay. So to run this, we're just gonna go ahead and redo the whole Polygon SD. For some reason, the game just don't work no more, and I really don't know why. All right, so now we're gonna install the driver, which is already installed. So this require you to flash the arcade cabinet. I'm not plugging the arcade cabinet, so I don't need to install this. And so if you wait for a few seconds, it's automatically going to skip to this one because I already installed it on this computer, so I don't need to install this again. And then 2 is to put the images into the Ninja Turtle arcade stock firmware back into to the system, plus with the hack. So we are going to skip both of them. Okay. Now we're going to redo the image of the USB. So let's go ahead and redo the image. The image is on G drive, which is correct. Okay. And so if it doesn't see it, you just have to select it. Okay. Install the mystery driver onto. So we're just going to click install and say yes. So there go bye-bye my G drive. So the G drive just disappeared, but the label is correct and it's installing the USB drive. So once the USB drive is finished, we are going to throw in some images and game into it. And we're going to see if it works. Okay, this is going to take a little bit. Okay, the flashing is finished. The image to USB, make sure the ROM inside of the ROM folder, which is user data. So right now there's no ROM in there. Okay, so we're going to go to the G drive and we could actually close this. Okay, close that. And we are going to go to, we might as well use this one as G drive. Okay, so we're going to use a directory and we go to the ROM folder and we go to, I guess, main. Let's go to Neo Geo. Okay, there's nothing in Neo Geo. So we're going to go to my computer and we're going to we might as well grab it from here because this image originally I'm grabbing from Arcade1up to put it inside the RG353, but since this one is messed up, now I'm gonna grab from this side, from this image, and put it in here. And since this one do not support Nintendo DS, there's no need to copy anything over to Nintendo DS. So I'm gonna go to Neo Geo folder. Oh, I don't have anything on Neo Geo. That is interesting. Oh, this is an MicroSD card, I believe. Oh, because I just flashed it. I think I just flashed it. Alright, let's go to Arcade1up. Maybe there's some images that I back up. Okay, it say including the box art video. Alright, let's grab it from here. User data. Okay, let's go to one folder. And let's just throw in some gaming here. Tell you what, I'm gonna grab it from my Raspberry Pi, and I'm just gonna throw that whole thing in there. Okay, so it's copying that one in there, and then I'm gonna go to my other network, which is the 68. And let's go ahead and copy the arcade game to the arcade folder. What's strange is this one do not have an arcade folder. So you either have to put in the final burnout or you have to put it in the main. So let's put it in the final burnout this time instead of main. Alright, so that's how I'm doing it. I'm copying an image that have video, graphic, box art, everything already creating Raspberry Pi and just pretty much grabbing and dumping it in. And that should work. So let's go to Mega Drive and let's grab all the Genesis from here. Go to Mega Drive and just paste everything here. Alright, so we're gonna let this finish and then we could test it and see how it goes. So I think I might have to reconfigure the controller. Okay, the file finished copying over, but we do have to make sure we copy this latest version over. So I'm going to look for those two files. Oh, not this one, sorry. Let's go back to the C drive, not F drive, and then look for Arcade1up. Arcade1up. Okay, so I'm going to copy this new one and the old one over. So we have the old one and the new one copy over. And then we're going to reject the SD card. And then we're going to try out. Okay, I just reburned the flash drive because my flash drive image is gone. So this is just boot up so we're going to see, we're going to go to the A drive. So we cannot use the button until we set it up. So we're going to go press A, up, down, left, right, star, select, and then we're going to press A, B, and then we don't have the X and Y, so we're just going to keep on hold the button until everything is finished. So this is how you set up if you're a brand new user. You don't have to delete, you just go in and set up everything. Right now the music is on, so it cannot get rid of it. The hotkey, you're going to select the select button on this other side. You're going to click A, OK. Now, if you want to configure the second one, you need to go press star, go to game setting again, and go to the second one, which is control setup. I apologize for the sound. This thing is set up to where the sound is like that, so there's nothing I could do. We see go sound setting first. We're gonna go and turn the music off. All right, I believe. Nope, still there. There you go. So it's the first one on the display. So let's turn the other one back on because I turned this one off. Okay, so it's the first one on the list. You want to turn that off. So that will be, there you guys can hear me. So we're going to configure the second one. So we're going to press the start button again. We're going to go to control setting and we're going to press the mapping. I'm going to say yes, we are for sure. Hold the button on the second controller, and we're going to do the same thing on this side as well. So we're going to do, let's see, get the controller. Okay, so we're going to press up, down, left, right, and then we're going to use this as a start button. But the select we're going to skip. The only way to skip this is press this button up because we haven't mapped any of those buttons yet. So we're going to do A for jump, B for attack, and then we're just going to keep on hold the button until everything go down to the hotkey. And the hotkey, we're going to use the same button. So I don't know how we're going to use the hotkey. The hotkey, we're just going to use this one as well. I wish we could skip it, but I don't think we could. Yeah, I don't think you could. Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you will still have to use that as a hotkey for select. All right, we're going to do K. Go B to get out. All right, so let's go ahead and get out here and let's see if we have some game that we bring over in Neo Geo, and let's see if we could play 2-player here. So yeah, make sure you copy those 2 files over. One is the backup, one is not. Otherwise, you won't be able to configure the second button. All right, so look like it's working. So let's press insert coin. So you can see that insert coin work, and then we press the start button or A button. All right, so my first player is going to be the little person. And this side, I'm going to choose that one. Oh, let's choose a boy. So the boy will be on this one. Press. Okay. All right, so this side. Now, once you're inside the game, you could turn the sound down. So you can see the sound is low, okay? And you could turn it up. Now, if you're outside the game, you cannot do that, okay? To get out, you're gonna press the star and select at the same time to get out. All right, so I just demonstrate that this works. Now, if you have problem where none of the game work, it's because your flash drive is messed up. My flash drive is messed up. So I have to redo the whole thing to make it work. So just FYI, so if you have that problem, it's because your flash drive is messed up, not because the setup is messed up. So the first time setup, this is how you do it. When you put it in, you automatically ask you to configure the joystick. You configure this one and configure this one. Make sure you copy those two, the file that I showed you before I came here. Make sure you copy those two files. One is the original, one is the second backup. If you don't copy over, this button will not work. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.